Aries, you are very much present and in control of a situation. Either that or what's going on here is definitely a focus. You're the focus, or it is your focus. There's something here going on, and we know that with judgment, it takes on a big decision. It takes on a really, maybe even challenging situation. With the Four of Cups, that can talk about boredom, apathy, dissatisfaction. It can talk about the lack of interest, lack of excitement, enthusiasm. With justice here, though, I have to wonder what is really going on here. Is it a legal situation? Is it something connected to a binding situation, your marriage, family, the justice system in any way with both judgment and justice here? I have to wonder if you're going through some legal channels right now. The Empress looks like growth connected to whatever legal system is at play here. Are you weighing your options around the situation? Are you looking at a legal situation? Are you expecting a fruitful outcome from something that feels very much like it is going through some sort of a official type of system? Waiting for money, waiting for a profit to show up. And I think with the Six of Swords, this week you might actually see some progress. You might see things starting to fall into place. And the Three of Wands looks like it's a very promising energy towards growth. I think maybe you've been in a period of uncertainty, maybe boredom, maybe you're just tired of waiting for answers, tired of waiting for the future, the promise of a future here, because it feels like something has kept you from moving forward. But the forward movement looks like it's coming. Whatever answers you're waiting for, whatever complicated matter you're looking for a reasonable outcome around, I think I actually would see progress being made. Something happening around a legal situation, maybe where there's been a long period of waiting. It could very much be connected to a spouse or a motherly figure. Maybe it's an inheritance situation, or maybe it's the well-being of someone in your family and you're waiting for a judgment to be made around that person. Again, it looks like towards the end of the week for someone, progress is going to be made for you in a situation where you're waiting for a decision to come through. But for you, it feels like it's a life-changing, life-affirming issue. It looks like it's the make or break situation. And the possibility of growth is here, and I do see that you're getting possible good news or something promising this week. It doesn't completely feel like it was exactly what you wanted to happen, but it looks like there is some sort of potential of good coming from it. Let me see what I can get for clarifiers. It's a very, and with so many people, it's going to be a very broad kind of reading, but it has to be. Let me see. What have I got? The enemy. Prison. Old woman and an extra one. Constancy. So, for some of you, you're waiting on a decision. You may be waiting on a legal decision, both with the prisoner here, connected to justice and connected to judgment. We also have an enemy here. Someone who can't be trusted, or an energy that can't be trusted. And maybe it's Aries who is in question here, whose maybe integrity is being measured here, because the old woman and constancy, that to me speaks of an ongoing situation that maybe you've been trapped in. Maybe there's some untrustworthy energy going on here with the enemy. He never brings a good feeling to the situation. He's the one here that may be questioned. His integrity may be questioned. The King of Wands, this card is looking. He's looking. So is the prison. He's looking at our King of Wands. Why is he looking at the King of Wands? Why is this untrustworthy energy so focused on my fire sign king here? Fortune. Money. For some of you, this is around a financial situation. Faithfulness. Faithfulness. Putting your fate in the hands of maybe a friend. Someone who you trust. But ultimately, with the enemy card here, do you know who you can trust? Do you know who this person is, the enemy? Do you know what energy is here that just really should not be trusted? There's something here going on. For some of you, it's a legal situation. For some of you, it's word coming that progress is finally being made against someone where the energy was focused on money. Maybe it was a friend. Maybe you're having to go up against someone who was once a comrade, a friend. There's someone that you trusted, but now there's this energy here that there is no trust. The pleasure seekers, the soldier, and thought. Well, the message here that someone definitely did something untrustworthy here. And now you may have to be defending yourself in one position or another. Maybe you have to take up a position of defending yourself. All I get from this right now is if you're waiting for a legal situation or something of that nature to finish up, I think you may be getting word this week that process is coming around your way, maybe. That the situation may be actually taken to the court. That a situation may have to go to court. This may be you finding out that you're going to have to stand in front of judgment in one way or another. But for someone, you're facing a judgment of some kind. Whether it's legal, whether it's moral judgment. There are changes, there are progress, there is some sort of progress being made. But I don't think it's a complete victory here, at least not yet. There are signs for someone that things are going to start changing. Let me see what I get here with our Keepers of the Light Oracle deck. See if we can get a message for you before we end this reading, Aries. Archangel Michael, trusting in heaven, you are safe. Angels stand close by. Surrender your concerns and allow a miracle to occur. And some of you may be waiting for a miracle to occur. If you're in the middle of a legal process, maybe some of you may be facing jail time. I can get that from this. Maybe you put your energy and your trust into a friend, and that friend turned afoul on you. Trust in heaven. They may have a miracle planned out for you if you may be facing trouble, Aries. Cosmic Gateway. Your thoughts are magnetic and powerful. Here it is again. Miraculous changes are occurring. Again, I get that message that some Aries is going to have to expect a miracle this week. And it's possible that you'll get one. Put your faith in the trusting guidance of heaven. That's the message for you, Aries.